Hello friends, it's Dave here from SaveDex, and I have been very kindly supplied with a review copy of Sir Lovelot. Thank you very much to the developer. And thank you to all of the viewers for helping us pass 600 subscribers. We're still growing each and every day, and if you'd like to join the party, then the subscribe button is just below the video. So, what is Sir Lovelot? It's a 2D platformer where you take control of the titular knight as he travels through Lululand looking for love. Your main goal in each level is to make your way to the damsel in the tower at the end, who will let down her long hair, Rapunzel style, so you can climb up to her. But you aren't there to rescue her from the tower, that's just where she lives. You're there to woo her. How do you do that though? By giving her a flower, of course, how else? So it isn't just a case of getting to her tower at the end, you need to locate that flower as well. Once you are in the tower, the damsel pulls you inside and the rest is left to our imagination. Every level ends this way, and every level begins with her kicking him out, clearly broken hearted. Talk about a one night stand, eh? I don't apologise. And after that, he just moves on to the next damsel to spend the night there and then break her heart. For the most part, I just didn't want this guy to succeed. I mean, there was a game that came out recently called Horned Knight. Maybe this game should have had a similar name. On the surface, this game looks like Super Meat Boy style game, but it does play differently. You have your wall jumping and buzzsaws to avoid, like you do in Meat Boy, but you do move significantly slower in this game. And you can also double jump and shoot enemies. Would have made more sense for him to have a sword, but shooting made more sense here from a gameplay point of view. The levels themselves are short in length but tough. I found myself dying quite a lot in this game, but the game is forgiving with it. Your next attempt will load up straight away, so no waiting around, and any enemies defeated, switches switched or collectibles collected will remain so, which is a nice touch. Sometimes if the level design requires you to backtrack after hitting a switch, it is quicker to just take a death and respawn at the start of the room. You have plenty of hazards to keep things interesting, although some do seem a tad cheap, such as these weird tentacles that just appear out of the ground. You can sort of see where they're going to come out if you have keen eyesight, but they are very easy to miss given how small everything looks. There's also underwater sections too. Too many, I felt, but that's my own prejudice as I'm not a fan of underwater sections as a rule in games. And at first I found the controls horrendous, and pressing the B button to swim was incredibly slow and made my controller feel heavy. And it wasn't until near the end of the game that I realised you could just hold the button down to swim up faster rather than just hammering it like I was. My bad there. The same goes for shooting. You can just hold Y to rapid fire rather than keep tapping it, although you can't move while you're doing that. Other than that, the controls feel fine, although a bit slower than I'd have liked, but I imagine he's wearing heavy armour, so I can forgive that. The wall jumping feels good, and as the game gets harder and more precision platforming was required, the controls were up to the task. It's not just a flower you're after in the levels, although that is the only collectible required to finish them. There are also a number of coins scattered around, golden eggs which are hidden inside walls, you really just need to jump into the walls to reveal the hidden paths, as well as other optional presents for the damsel. More become available in each world. At the end of each level it tallies up the total of the ones you've collected and gives you a percentage score based on how you did. There are 4 worlds overall, each with its own theme, which keeps things interesting. It adopts a pixel art style. Like I said, the characters, enemies and hazards are quite small, so it can be hard to make things out sometimes. The backgrounds are quite nice and look a bit like paintings. There is also a nice lighting effect. As the level progresses, the sky will slowly darken before becoming nighttime, successfully giving the illusion that you have spent the entire day travelling this level. Then it tells you that it just took a few minutes. Kinda ruins it there. The music is good too, it suits the style of the game and is nice to listen to, although there are too many squelching sound effects for my liking. There are a few little graphical details that could have been done better. For example, when you end a level at a tower, the next level starts with that damsel kicking you out of the tower, but the tower is in a new location for some reason. Maybe they could have had that tower be at the end of the previous level and then he goes through a path to the next one. Also, when you reach that tower at the end, it shows it happening through the view of a crystal ball. Who is watching this crystal ball? It's never explained, it never actually comes into the story, so I don't know why they did that. There's only one boss fight in this game, which is at the end, so I'm not going to spoil that, which is a shame because each of the other worlds ends with a boulder chasing you level, and they're all the same as each other. It's just a shame we didn't see more bosses really. The game costs £8.99 or $9.99 or €9.99, but it does have a 20% discount until its release on the 3rd of March. Even with the discount though, I feel this is not worth the price. There are just over 40 levels in this game and I beat it in 2 hours and 2 minutes. There is replay value in going back to the levels to collect everything and best your times, and the game was enjoyable enough while it lasted, but I feel for the length of it is only worth getting if it goes on sale for under a £5, and be warned that although it is tough, it is a very short game. Thanks for watching this review everyone. If you liked it, then clicking that like button would be very sporting of you, and if you can hit that subscribe button while you're down there, then that would be nice too. Also let me know in the comments what you think of this game and if you're interested in it. Thank you again for watching, see you in the next one.